Here we are. Whoa, someone's pushing into me. Hi, yes, there's Star here. More Shin Megami Tensei 4. More love for everyone. It was a bit of a panic to get this up. Thanks, Burrows. Because I had Windows updates like 3 minutes before I was due to start, and it was a whole thing. It was a big old mess. Howdy, Sailor Yan. Good to see you here. Let's see, what happened last time? We escaped from blasted Tokyo, but we've ended up here instead. A different Tokyo that is still not our own. This is Infernal Tokyo, or, to give it its proper title, Furry Tokyo. Whoa, this guy.
I pity you.
And the thing about Furry Tokyo is it has its own version of Akira, who wants us to help him take over the city, which is in a kind of never-ending gang war between demonites, which are people fused with demons, and their nourishers, which are ordinary humans that the demonites feast on. Did you know that the great Indian gods have finally decided to make more soma? I need to help them. I wonder if it would please Shiva if I danced for them. Oh, I can't wait. That's nice, Asparus. I don't normally mind Windows updates because I get it. Updating stuff is good, usually. But it was just a bad time for it to be insistent about the situation. Didn't think I'd run into a nourisher here. That's something you don't see every day. I could use someone to talk to. I won't snack on you, so come and talk to me. Thanks. You see that giant cocoon behind me? It's hard to picture it now, but a long time ago, Shinjuku was the Angels' turf. They kidnapped a bunch of kids and locked them up in that cocoon. Okay, that also happened in our Tokyo, except the cocoon isn't there anymore. They said they were going to take them to a new millennium. In the end, Kenji, who was a human at the time, and his crowd killed them all. Since then, the cocoon hasn't been touched. They let out the kids who were inside, of course. I thought I'd forget about it when I gave up being human, but maybe my sharp new sense of smell reminds me a lot. The smell of my rotting daughter, with the flies buzzing around her, coming from that cocoon. Jeez, that took a turn. Okay, there's interesting story implications there.
I'll aid you.
So the cocoon that used to be in our Tokyo presumably went up to Mikado, and that became the site of Shin. Whereas in this Tokyo, Kenji, who is kind of the boss of this Tokyo, prevented that from happening. Which kind of explains why there is no
I'll aid you.
Mikado here. I can't say for certain why there's no Mikado in the first alternate Tokyo, Blasted Tokyo, as it's called. But I presume it's something similar. Okay. Oh, by the way, hello, Shiny. I got so wrapped up in my lore analysis,
Hope you're prepared.
I was inadvertently rude. Although I guess the implication with Blasted Tokyo is that if Pluto the Tormentor was sent by God, maybe the idea there is in that Tokyo, God or the angels or whichever or whoever you feel is actually pulling the strings in that side had no interest in preserving any humanity, because Pluto's castle did look like a cocoon, but it had the spikes growing out of it. So maybe that's the difference. So basically, our Tokyo, whatever apocalypse happened, and the angels managed to bring the people in the cocoon up, and then presumably created the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado. You know, for a place for the truly righteous, those chosen by God or whatever, to hang out. In Blasted Tokyo, the place just got nuked into the ground, and God or the angels decided to just do away with everything, you know.
I'll aid you.
Send down Pluto the Tormentor to poison the land completely. And in this Tokyo, although we haven't been here too long, it seems that they attempted the same plan as in our Tokyo, but that this Kenji figure was able to stop it. The NPC said there were angels here. This was angel turf, but before the cocoon could leave, Kenji defeated the angels, and the kids were brought out. Apparently dead.
I pity you.
Whether that was a side effect of taking the kids out of the cocoon before the angels could do whatever it is you do with kids in a cocoon, I don't know, but that seems to be the case. Anyway, in our actual plot, rather than the greater lore plot, we just won the district of Shinjuku for Akira, and I guess we're going to continue winning him the districts of Tokyo, because apparently there's only 3 factions. There was Shinjuku, who we just eliminated, absorbed. There was Akira, who was just kind of hanging out, really, in Kasume Gasaki. It seems like it would be an exaggeration to even say it was a faction, more that it was just a bunch of weak demonites hanging out at a abandoned base. Blasting off again. And then there's Kenji, who runs Shibuya, I believe, and Ikebukuro. So I guess what's going to happen here is we're going to go to one of those places and then the other. And only then will Akira give us the remote to the Yamato Perpetual Reactor here. And I guess we'll try again until we get back to our Tokyo and Isabeau, who I'm really beginning to miss. Okay, this is Shibuya. And nourish her. What? You want us to adopt you? We only feed on young women. Sorry, but go home. Okay, I guess we have to go to Ikebukuro first. I like that we obviously have to take all these places eventually, but right now that guy just says, turn around. And we're like, okay, I guess we're not gonna take over this place. They had a guy at the door. He was rude. Isabeau is currently reading a volume of Skip Beat and feels it needs more characters growing up as practically siblings than falling in love. I'm not gonna shame you, Isabeau. I like that I make all these randomized bots and then they tweet out like the same 4 things. I hate you, Fuki.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, we got him.
I'll be around one.
She's had a lot of time to read manga since she's been off screen. Yeah, she has been out of the plot for a while. Oh, you finished learning all your skills, and you never even got in the party. Okay, Ikebukuro is to the far north. It is the northest. I think this is the part of the game I'm both the most and least familiar with. Because obviously it's later in the game, so technically I should be more familiar with it, but it's also kind of at the point where I was antsy to get an ending of some sort. Like, we are many hours into this game, you know? I was jonesing for some sort of resolution. And to be a little critical of the game for a moment, I'm not entirely sure this big digression is strictly necessary. But then again, maybe Maybe it works better than I give it credit for, you know? Alright, Wild Hunt. Oh, you've already learned everything. Oh, that's right, you're evolving. Okay. Wild Hunt. Digivolves to a Baden. Probably not what I would have guessed it would have become, but... Let's see. You've learned everything, so time for Fuki to come on in. Oh wait, lots of goodies over here. Let's get these goodies first.
Behold my demons!
I always forget that Tiamat is physically fragile.
Not bad.
Okay, Vivian. Final skill. You know what they say, many demon heads are better than one. Well, in this case, one giant demon head is better than many, I guess, if that's the evolution path.
Behold my demons!
Okay, you're weak to fire. Oh wow, we're running out of MP already.
Behold my demons!
Actually, I might take back my earlier criticism. I like this stuff in the different Tokyos just fine. But I think there's always a risk with this stuff that a player will go, yeah, but I want to be in my Tokyo and do the stuff there.
Hope you're prepared!
Like, there's a risk that a player will go, we're just doing this kind of party split thing with Walter and Jonathan, and now we just kind of got slapped back together. And that's not bad per se, because I like both those characters, and I'm glad they're here, but I could see why someone would find it jarring or feel that it's a kind of road bump in the momentum of the game. Alright. Now, hopefully we actually have to go to Ikebukuro and it's not that I have to go back to Kasumi Gasaki.
Huh?
Huh? A nourisher? What? You want us to adopt you? Sorry, we only feed on adults. Could you come back when you've grown up a little?
Burrows.
Okay, maybe we do have to go back to Kasumi Gasaki. Oh no, we have to go to Camp Ichigaya. And kill Kenji there. Okay, I thought we had to go to the other regions of Tokyo first.
Hope you're prepared!
Hey Shadow, thanks for coming out. Alright. Where is Camp Ichigaya?
I'll aid you!
I vaguely remember where it is, but I never entered it on this map, so I don't have a marker for it. Ah, here it is. That was easy. So we're just going for the head honcho, huh? Just gonna go straight here and beat up Kenji.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, you went on ahead. Okay.
I hear Kenji's somewhere in here. In my dream, it was this giant room, kind of like a dome.
Ah, I understand.
If Kenji dies, I'll finally be king of Tokyo.
That's my favorite board game.
Akira, I'm curious. What do you plan on doing once you become king?
Getting a sweet crown.
Promise you won't laugh? Rules have never been my thing. Frankly, I want to make Tokyo a place where we can all be equal.
You mean to have the strong and weak both be treated alike? Is that truly equality? What do you think? It is strange, no?
I don't think that's strange. I don't think that's strange at all, Walter.
You think?
I can't say I agree.
I know.
But every man is entitled to his own opinion. You're staking your own life for the benefit of others, yes? Then you'll need to be stronger, King Akira.
All right, enough small talk. The rest is up to you.
Akira walked away. Alright, Camp Ichigaya. This is the third time we're traversing this dungeon,
I will aid you.
so I really should have it on lock. Whoa, what happened there? What happened to Fuki? Was it an instant death spell? Alright, let's bring him back. That was strange. But that's kind of what happens when you auto-battle. If something drops an enemy quickly, I don't have a chance to see what that spell is.
I will aid you.
It's kind of the only disadvantage of the auto-battle. Everything moves so quickly. I can only get a quick idea if something is hitting hard. Alright, Fuki learned Force Pleroma, which isn't a bad skill. And Tao Wu learned Nihil Claw. No, we will not swap Madness Needle for Dream Fist. Even if you call me a wimp. Okay, the layout is slightly different, because there wasn't an upper floor last time, I don't think. At least not one we could access. So that's interesting. Even if it's the same building, there is slight variance in the layout. And I didn't heal before coming here because I figured we're going to make enough experience here to level up.
Behold my demons!
And that'll give us a full recharge on our HP and MP.
Take that!
Oof, big hit from Walter. Kind of robbed me of the chance to try and
That's
recruit.
right.
Mana Surge. Mana Surge is okay, greatly increases maximum MP, but I don't really want to replace any of these, so I might just leave it behind. Null Force into Null Light. Tempting, but no. Alright. And Isis's role is done. So who comes in next? Not Sweetie. not Vivian. She learnt all her skills without ever joining the party. Time for Master Therian, who also I've just noticed has a penis silhouette in his artwork. This is the name of the beast that the mystic Aleister Crowley called himself. It refers to the beast that appears in the Book of Revelations. Pedantic note, it is actually called the Book of Revelation, singular, but it is like the most common misconception, so whatever. According to Revelations, Therian is the enemy of humanity, a beast with the power and authority of Satan. The beast is said to come from the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, a body like a leopard, and legs like a bear. Another beast with lamb's horns is said to come from the earth, forcing man to worship the beast from the sea. Everyone must also bear the mark of the beast, the number 666, on their head or forehead, or they cannot buy or sell goods. I'm not a practicing Christian or anything, but I am big into Christian and, to a wider extent, Judeo-Christian mythology and the evolution of such. So things like this, like these demons that often come late game, are often very interesting to me. They draw a lot on Gnostic influences and other non-canonical, we'll say, sources. You know, Lilith played a big part in the plot of the early and mid game of this title, and she is pretty much entirely extra canonical in terms of modern Christian mythology.
My demons are a bit different.
Oh, Master Therian is done already, which I guess will make Shadow happy. Hast thou had enough? Apparently so. Let's see, yeah, I know exactly who Aleister Crowley is too, because he is the namesake of Suikoden's Crowley. Whoa, I keep going to the wrong window. And that's probably where I first heard the name Crowley. As I was an edgy teenage atheist, I didn't have a lot of interest in Judeo-Christian mythology for a long time, but there's a sign near the ceiling. Those here to become nourishers take the left door into the room following the path. Those here to become demonides take the right door into the next room. So the mystic script says. I'm going to save, even though I'm sure we'll have to do both of these. But when I started approaching that mythology in much the same way I approached my interest in Greek mythology, I found it a lot more interesting and fascinating to delve into. Why is there a human here? Oh, you must be an applicant to become a nourisher. Kenji doesn't even have to do anything anymore. If you're headed towards the lab, you'll need to disinfect first. We don't need any sick nourishers. Alright, stick your hands out, palms up. There's a lot of bodies here. Here you go. You feel something warm on your hands. Be sure to rub thoroughly. You need to kill off all the germs. There's still a little bacteria stink on you. Go disinfect in the other room too, okay? You can go now. Did that bird just throw up on us?
I hope you're prepared.
Ah, history of witchcraft and pagan nature upbringings. That's interesting because I never had that sort of upbringing. Whoop. This battle is over. There is no need for a wanton destruction of life. What dost thou desire of me? Become my ally. We already had a Mitra, I believe, but another one for fusion purposes wouldn't hurt. Nidhogger. Learned life drain, not very useful. Throw that away. And we're not changing the Kaja to Sionga, buddy. I do apologize. Alright. Whoop. Ambush.
My demons are a bit different.
Well, that could have went worse. Oh, does this just lead us back here? Okay. I guess it doesn't matter which way we go.
Behold my demons!
Ah, Yen comes from a long line of witchcraft practitioners. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting, actually.
Burrows.
I grew up in Ireland, so I got the same basic ass Roman Catholic upbringing as pretty much everyone else. Two demons are talking to each other.
Look, I told you before. It's a sad accident, but that's the risk you take with fusion.
Poor guy.
You knew the risks when you signed up to become a demonoid, right?
Jeez.
No, there's no way to reverse the process. Give up.
The conversation continues. Well, that's pretty rough, buddy. Okay, and I don't think we could go around this way either, no.
I hope you're prepared.
So it turns out becoming a demonoid is not a 100% safe experience. Hope all you foot fetishists are ready. You're nourisher applicants, ain't ya? Sorry, I thought I missed today's bunch. You need to disinfect to get to the lab. The key to healthy living starts with choosing clean food. Now step right up here in front of me, bow and hold that pose. Here I go. You feel warm wind blowing on your head. Let me put some on the back of your ears and neck, just in case. Good. I don't smell any bacteria on you no more. You're disinfected now. I'll open up the shutter for you. You can go now, boy. Just a giant foot rubbing on your neck and ears.
Humans are a bit different.
Don't yuck my yum. What?
I messed up again. Waste of a perfectly good plug.
Jeez.
Hmm? Oh, what do you want? Hold on a second. Hmm?
The old demon replaced the part from the convulsing man.
Oh, it's one of Tonankai trades. All their products are such junk. By the way, I don't recognize you from the applicant list. Don't tell me you're here to see Kenji.
We're here to see Kenji.
Ho ho! You came to see him in person? Aren't you a bold one?
Yep.
I like you. Take this.
Obtained a scorched card key.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. Good luck now.
I mean, at least at the Roppongi Hills in our world, in our Tokyo, people pretended to care. The Ashurukai pretended to care about the people they were extracting brain stuff from. Here it seems more cavalier. They're just like, whatever. You're in horrible pain, that sucks. You know, you're brain dead, whoops. Yatagarasu levels up. Ooh, you're a fast one.
Out of the way!
Well, we should be fine. Okay, 2 treasure chests, just like the 2 other Camp Ichigayas we've been to so far. I can't say for certain because I honestly don't remember, but I would be surprised if we just beat Kenji here and then press the button on the Switch again and go somewhere else. Just because that would seem awfully short compared to the adventures we went on in Blasted Tokyo. Although I guess Blasted Tokyo would have been pretty short if we didn't do any side quest. If we had just run immediately to Pluto after meeting Akira, I think that would be a lot shorter, so maybe. But then we're not getting a lot of side quests here in this Tokyo, so I don't know. Anat levels up. Oh, Anat is done. Ally retaliate? Nah. I don't think it's worth taking. Okay. Door won't open from this side, but there's no other side. What other side is there? There must be another doorway or something we're missing. not that one.
I pity you.
What character am I controlling while running around, and why are they a terrifying clown? That's a good question. The character I'm controlling is Flynn, who you can see actually looks like that portrait on the far left of the battle results screen right now. As for why he's currently a terrifying clown, that's because that's what the helmet he has on looks like. His appearance changes based on the equipment, you see. Which is nice. I like when games do that. Oops. Yeah, see, here's what he looks like with the helmet off. It just turns out this creepy ass clown
My demons are a bit
helmet
different.
is the most powerful helmet we have. Especially because I haven't found any equipment. Or, I have found equipment, I haven't bought any equipment. I've only used found equipment. So we're getting a lot of sartorial deficient outfits. Flynn is, as the kids say, running with the hatchet. Flynn is a juggalo, and juggalos are God's chosen people, which is why he was in Mikado in the first place. When the apocalypse descended on Tokyo, God scooped up all of the juggalos and brought them to heaven. Or rather, God brought them to somewhere and the juggalos made heaven. Let's see. You know, I haven't met any juggalos in real life, so I don't particularly dunk on them much.
Look,
Okay, that's the same. I feel like we're missing something here in Camp Ichigaya. Otherwise, why would we get a card key? Oh, it's for this elevator. I see.
Hey, listen up.
Pre-arranged raider gang. I mean, that's a good way to look at it, I guess.
Burrows.
Juggalos are typically racist and gross. Maybe. I don't know the demographic. I know some are actually pretty anti-fascist, but I mean, by then we're talking about individual people, right? So, who knows? Oh great, Horachi has a job for us.
That's a new quest.
Alright, what have we got? The gods of India are trying to use the waters of Tokyo Bay to create soma. To make a rope for this process, they need a hide of a drake fasuki. If you're willing to give us some, meet me in Shinjuku. Although drake fasukis are rarely seen, they can be found all over the place, so keep looking. Alright, so that's what that Asparus was talking about earlier. And I do believe we have 2 Fasuki hides by now, because we did meet some while exploring this infernal Tokyo. I like when an enemy charges at me and I swing at an enemy and we both miss.
I pity you.
It's just like, okay, we both suck. See you around, buddy. Fuki learned all its skills. So, time for Dakini. Gurimakala is still in the party because he is going to evolve after a certain number of level ups. Swung too early.
I pity you.
Oh, we never defeated an Orochi, so technically we do not know its weakness. Alright, let's try and recruit this one. What human dish is good? My mother's cooking. Dad's cooking good too. Show Dad more respect. Let's see, a bunch of my life? Sure. And then he just leaves. I guess because I didn't respect Dad's cooking. So there's a lesson for all of you. Respect Dad's cooking.
I pity you.
Another chest here. Fury earring, which I totally read as furry earring for a moment.
Burrows.
Let's save in case there's a boss here. This is where the Yamato reactor should be.
I'm detecting a strong demon.
Okay, yeah. That's where the boss is. Ooh, that's a sneaky trap.
I pity you.
I didn't even walk on that trap, I just passed through the door. Alright, Gurimakala did not threaten an evolution, so maybe I was wrong about that. Alright, Yatagarasu, you're up. On the off chance this is actually the end of our time in Infernal Tokyo,
Most unlucky for you.
I'm going to head back to Shinjuku, deliver those Vasuki hides, and check the Hunter Association one more time. Eat yourself, Orochi. Aww. Feel kinda bad for him. But it's okay, because 2 more showed up. Alright. Humans weak, have nothing, no fang, claw, or hide. Let's pint our weapon. That power only borrowed. You no get cocky, human. Took away some of our action icons, but did not actually attack us. You hungry now? I'm hungry now. Me hungry, hunting bad lately. We hunt together. Hunt go well this time. Alright. Welcome to the party, Orochi. getting a level up for Dakini.
Ah.
And she learns her final skill, Chakra Walk, which isn't that useful, but Kushinada Hime just keeps leveling up because she's a low-level demon that I haven't taken out of the stock yet. Alright, so Urachi for Dakini. I guess I could be a lot more... I could be quicker in this game if I ignored side quests, but I like doing them. I like getting the lore. All about that lore. All about that world building. Okay, and that's just the way through there. So, let me check out. What's up here then? Oh, this is just an exit as well. Okay.
I pity you.
Ambush. Alright, let's clear that side quest. Get that level up for Flynn. I was thinking of going back to the old streams and checking how many level ups we get per stream. Because I certainly feel like we get a lot more in some streams than others. This Camp Ichigaya does not seem as complicated as either of the previous two. Like they made a conscious decision to go, let's not make this a full dungeon. Let's see, we'll just pass this on to Meat Hugger, who can take out Grendel easy enough. I hate crossing that poison swamp because even though technically it's randomly decided that you get poison crossing it, it always feels like it happens even if I take a step in it. Alright, this Mitra has learned all its skills. Just like our previous Mitra probably did.
I hope you're prepared.
Let's see, what are you to? I guess ice? Okay. But yeah, maybe it is just me, but this seems a lot more straightforward than Blasted Tokyo and what we had to do there. Although, as I said, if there wasn't so many side quests, maybe it would have felt different. Because I guess the narrative thrust is much the same, right? Go to a dungeon, defeat one boss.
Behold my demons!
Come back. But for some reason it feels smaller and tighter than the stuff in Blasted Tokyo. Okay, yeah. There's Shinjuku.
I pity you.
Oh, okay. That's right. Relics respawn. Duh. Are you here for the request I posted, perhaps? I asked for someone to collect Vasuki skins. Does that sound familiar?
Very well.
Ah, a truly noble mindset. Vishnu will be pleased. You see, the gods of India have decided to come forth and make the divine wine, Soma. It's a huge project. They're going to use the water of Tokyo Bay to do it. We're also going to require the skin from Drake Vasukis so that we can make rope out of it. What's this? Do you already have Vasuki skin with you? Sure. Flynn delivered the required item for the Tokyo Bay mixer.
My.
Did you really defeat the Vasuki on your own? That's amazing. We're going to use a good number of Vasuki skins for the process. We're always going to need more. If you happen to collect more Vasuki skins, please bring them to me. Okay. Let's see if we have enough to complete the quest again. Vazukis don't show themselves often, but they're all around on the surface, so look hard for them and don't give up. I suggest that you don't take them lightly or you will be sorry. They are extremely scary demons. Okay, I guess we did not have enough for a second completion, but that's fine. I'm just glad we got the skins just while normally playing the game, so that we didn't have to go on this big hunt to find them.
What's your pleasure?
Alright, let's see if there's anything on the bulletin board.
I've checked, but there don't seem to be any new quests.
Okay.
If you've got business, then hurry up. Here's hoping we both see each other alive again.
I'm going to take the terminal back to Kasumi Gasaki and see if there's anything at the Hunter Association there.
This is the infernal Shinjuku terminal. Activating transport mode.
And if there is, we'll take the quest. If not, we'll just come back here and head back to Camp Ichigaya and take on the boss there.
We're here. What should we do, Master?
What's your pleasure?
Alright.
I've checked, but
Okay, no new quest here either.
If you've got business, then hurry up. What?
A sukiyaki dish dreamed up by a certain famous artist and epicure. Ersatz, of course.
did you get all that?
Okay.
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out.
I don't think there's anything to deliver.
If you've
Yep.
got business, then hurry up and spit it out. Here's hoping we both see each other alive again.
Alright.
This is the infernal Kasumigaseki terminal.
It sure is.
Activating transport mode.
The other reason I think this can't be the end of our time in Infernal
We're here.
Tokyo is
What should we
because
do, Master?
there appears to be an Ikebukuro and the Shibuya section that we haven't gone to. But I don't know if that's a fake out. Shinjuku is ours now. I'm so happy I can't sleep. Truly, this is the city that doesn't sleep. Truly. It's not really a spoiler to say there's multiple endings for this game, because, you know, there is. I believe there is 4 total. And we're kind of coming up to the final split that will decide what ending, or at least what story branch we're going to be following. If you thought the previous split between following Walter or following Jonathan was going to be that, then no, it's not. It's important, don't get me wrong, but it is not that is not the determining factor over what story branch occurs.
I hope you're prepared.
Currently, I think we can do 3 of the 4 endings based on what I've done in the game so far. If I load back up, there's from the second save file we made before I picked Jonathan or Walter and Naraku. I think I would be able to do the 4th ending as well. For the record, I'm probably going to get 2 of the endings,
I hope you're prepared.
at the very least, in this stream through of the game. I could probably get the other 2 as well, if people were interested in that after seeing the endings I did get. Also, I went through the wrong door, so I'm basically just having to backtrack, loop around, and go back downstairs. That was my bad. Or it was a cunning ploy so I could get into more random battles and get that experience. Who can say?
I'll aid you.
Once we approach the kind of final split, I'll talk a little more about what goes into determining what ending path you're being put on. But all we need to know right now is that we're getting fairly close to it. We still have a little ways to go. Like, it's not happening imminently, and it may not happen on this stream, but it's closer than it ever was before,
My demons are a bit different.
which is kind of obvious, I guess. The Yatagarasu level up. And the Yatagarasu is done. We will replace Tatlum Shot with Grand Attack, because it is just a superior version of the same attack. So that's pretty easy. That's a pretty easy pick.
Burrows.
Alright, we're going to replace Yatagarasu with Abaddon. Abaddon. The King of the Abyss that appears in the Book of Revelation of the New Testament. He controls locusts and plagues. He leads the 7th Order of Demons who appear at the sounding of the 5th trumpet on Judgment Day. when he will bring a horde of locusts to make people suffer. His name in Hebrew means destroyer and endless pit. It's thought that his origins lie in deification of the natural disasters caused by locust swarms. So there you go. And a level up for Orochi, my favorite King of Fighters boss. Bufudyne becomes Heaven's Bow. Nah. Heaven's Bow seems like a cool attack, but Bufudyne is also a very good spell, so I don't want to lose that.
Behold my demon!
That's always the worst, you know, when you're asked to replace a great skill with a great skill. Because it's just a hard pick.
I hope you're prepared!
I hope we don't get messed up too bad before we reach the boss room again. Otherwise, we'll have to use a lot of items, because I'm not going to leave here and go back to Shinjuku to heal. That just seems like a waste of time. Hey buddy, caught you with that one.
Out of the way!
Oh. Okay, let's heal up. One good thing about always passing on the same few skills is that I now have a lot of demons that have useful healing skills.
I'm detecting a strong demon ahead. Do you want to go on?
Alright, let's see what happens here.
No one is around.
Ah, it's here on the floor. Shall we get this over with?
I can't let you pick that up.
Oh. What is this? Whoa.
What? That's the King of Tokyo?
Kabuki Quantum Fighter?
Some call me that, but it doesn't matter. You're the intruders, right? Forget about the remote. I'm getting tired of killing.
We must return to our own world. And in order to do that, we require that the gate to the expanse be opened.
So, in the end, it boils down to this. You want the remote so bad you're willing to fight me?
Oh, hi Malice. What did you miss? Not much really. We just went back to Camp Ichigaya to find Kenji, the King of Tokyo, defeat him for King Akira. Well, not King Akira yet. And here he is, some sort of cyberpunk floating Andros head. He seems kind of disinterested in fighting us, but we do need the remote, so...
Then I can't let you live.
Well...
All this time, I've been here by myself. All this time, I've fought alone. And I'm fated to keep on fighting.
Oh, there was an interesting lore tidbit. Shinjuku National Park has a cocoon still in the park. And it's the same as the cocoon we saw in Shinjuku in Mikado in our Tokyo. Apparently in this timeline, Kenji defeated the angels in Shinjuku, stopping the Cocoon from escaping with the children who were kidnapped. Oh, he's weak to fire? I do like that he's weak to fire. And I think the implication is that in the three Tokyos, things went differently. Whoops.
The battle is turning me on. I was afraid this would happen. I told you so. There's no rush like fighting. You're getting worked up too, huh?
Let us grin dauntlessly.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. You want something harder? So do I.
Oh dear, Kenji's attack greatly increased. I guess that's not how I should have responded. What's the buff situation? Okay, remove those buffs. Hit hugger.
I hope you're prepared.
That's a big hit. But yeah, it seems like the implication is things went differently in each of the three Tokyos. In Blasted Tokyo, the first alternate Tokyo we went to, it seems like God or the angels, depending on who you believe is in charge, kind of just dropped a cocoon with spikes in it and just decided, screw everything, poison the land. Here it seems they were trying to do the same thing as in our Tokyo, but were stopped before it could happen. You know, they had the cocoon, but it never rose up above Tokyo. And of course, in our world, in our Tokyo, that cocoon evidently did rise up and somehow made the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado.
Just stop it.
Oh, come on, I thought you were turned on, buddy.
Want to fight anymore? I finally rebuilt Tokyo. You humans. What do you want now? Let me fight more! Power is everything! Fighting is my life!
You need to make up your mind. I'm definitely getting mixed signals from Kenji. Oh, that's bad. We dropped 2 enemies, jeez. Or dropped 2 of our allies, rather. And neither of them were weak to dark attacks. They just hit.
Take that!
Ooh, that's rough. Kenji, being a bit rude. Being a bit mean, shall we say.
How's this?
Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that again. I would really like to bring another demon in right now, but I can't afford to. We need to swap out Abaddon. Although if I had another demon who nullified dark magic... There we go.
prepared.
This is probably the toughest boss fight we've had in a long while. That's a horrible attack. Ancient curses. Mean. It's very mean.
How's this?
I think Flynn and Amut are safe, more or less, but it still seems like a tough situation. Just based on the spells being cast, I feel like I have no choice but to bring in demons who are immune to darkness. Because
I lost.
that was it. Kenji collapsed on the spot. I guess thanks, Walter. You see your remote next to Kenji. Will you go get it? I guess. Flynn moved towards the remote. Jeez, that's my fault. Kenji's unleashed a vicious surprise attack against Flynn's party. I was so silly. I should not have done that.
What a cheap ploy. Are you truly the king of Tokyo? Such preposterous lust for battle.
All that matters is the win. The winner survives. That's the rule in Tokyo.
I think that's fair. Oh, you get your turn on top of that, don't you? Gosh. Okay, that's not going to work. Thank goodness that's not going to work. Alright, let's swap in a fort. Let's see. Yeah, Master Therian. I should have known that was a fake win. There was no death animation.
I'll end it thus.
Alright. At least Mamodoon does not work anymore. Which was kind of the biggest threat to us. As it did take out 2 of the party. And Kenji is in trouble now, so that's something at least. Let me revive Orochi so that it at least gets the pity experience. There we go, finally.
Prophecy was true.
There's always a prophecy.
What Yamato really is. Damn those whites.
Okay. Not enough experience to level.
Congratulations on completing
Oh,
the quest.
because the quest experience will be much higher. Yep. Level ups for everyone. Dullahan learns her final skill. Bloody Glee. Yeah, I'll take that over Blight. Change Agadine to Wind Breath. No. No way. Alright. Amut. Final skill? Yep. Energy Drain. Nah, not over anything that is already in his repertoire. Master Therian already has all his skills learned. We are not taking stun needles. Why would you even ask me that? Mabufala for Tetrakarn. Yes.
Huh.
For Karm to resist ice. No. Let's say no. Oh, Nidhogger. Final skill, despite not being in the party for that fight. Madness nails over any of these? No. I don't like multi-hit attacks. I don't like all enemy attacks. Isis. Kushinada Hime. Abaddon. Mitra. Life Aid into Mozionga. No.
Here we are.
Walter picked up the remote from the ground.
I'm pushing the button now. Any objections?
Hold. I feel it may be bad luck for you to press it. Let's give it to him.
What? But why?
I want to push the button.
Oh, very well. Here.
Poor Walter. Flynn received the remote from Walter. Press the button on the remote? Not yet.
Are you superstitious as well?
Flynn and his fellow samurai exited the room. I think there's a chance now that we could go to Ikebukuro and Shibuya. And if that's the case, I would like to do that. See if there's any items there, see if there are any side quests. Let's see, okay. Abaddon. Tao Wu. And Orachi.
Burrows.
But we did beat Kenji. I didn't remember enough about this part of the game to know if we would actually fight Kenji there, or if there would be a fake out, but I certainly didn't remember enough to avoid his tricks, as I answered his question in a way that made him power up immensely. If I picked a different answer, we might have powered up or he might have powered down. And then I actually, well, it's probably the silliest thing I've done in this game. I fell for his fake defeat. Like, in retrospect, that was really obvious. Like, why would it ask me that in the middle of a fight rather than going through the whole death animation and then just having all that pick up the switch stuff afterwards? But I was in the zone. You know, we were getting battered around, we lost 2 demons in that fight. We were getting hit with status effects. For a while there, I was just running defense and recovery. So when I thought I saw an opportunity to just end it, I took it. My fear was if I said no, that would give Kenji time to recover somehow and we'd have to fight again. Like it would heal him 50% or something. Okay, Tao Wu. Final skill. Madness Needle for Dream Needle. They're pretty much the same thing, so who cares? Alright. Level up. that's Tau done. So that means the only demons that have not learned all their skills are Orochi, Abaddon, and Cherub. Which means we're going to have to do another batch of fusion at this rate. Although we're getting pretty high in level, so I don't even know how many more demons there are of a high level. Like, we might be getting close to a stage where we are picking our final demons. Heaven's Blow. Knock, knock, knocking on Heaven's Blow. Nah. As I said before, I don't like attacks that hit all enemies because enemy groups are generally made up of different types of demons, and sometimes what is strong against one demon is reflected or immune by another demon in that group. So spells that target all enemies have the effect of backfiring sometimes. Even if they are, in theory, useful. I took one step in that swamp and got poisoned for it. That is ridiculous. Okay. Kosamudi? I have to remember to pass on Posamudi with whoever Isis fuses with, because she is currently our only source for it. Orochi, final skill. Okay. Estoma sword becomes Medea Rama. Absolutely. I do not like Estoma sword. It's just not a skill that goes with how I play the game. You know? I mean, all the Stoma Sword does is I cast a spell for 25 MP, and then if I hit an enemy on the map with my sword, as I do sometimes, then if it's of a lower level, or like 5 levels lower maybe, then I don't have to fight it.
Behold my demons!
But because most of the enemies I fight are around the same level as me, because that's how progression in the game works, it's only useful if I'm doing some big time backtracking. And that just doesn't seem valuable enough to take up a skill slot and cost 25 MP. 25 MP is quite a lot. I mean, it's more than... Huh. We cannot go to Ikebukuro. That's...
I'll aid you.
Like, maybe we just can't go to Ikebukuro. Maybe that's just... Maybe Ikebukuro and Shibuya are just here to provide the illusion of a larger
Only
area.
one more to go.
Ah, hi, Matty Mash. Matty Math, 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 Math. Math, 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 Math. I guess either way we should go to Shinjuku at the very least. And I may double back to Kasumigaseki and check out Shibuya in the south. Oh, we got clipped in the back.
Behold my demons!
Alright. Let's switch out of auto battle because these enemies are generally strong against physical attacks.
That's right.
Okay, we still do not have enough Uzuki hides to do a second completion. Haven't seen many streamers play SMT4. It's always Apocalypse. I did notice that when going through one of my past streams of this, that all the recommended videos that weren't my own were usually for Apocalypse.
What's your pleasure?
Which, I mean, I've played through Apocalypse, I like that game, so that's cool and all, but I think this game is better story-wise.
I've checked, but there's
No new quests.
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out.
Akira's back. He's been crowned King of Tokyo. Word about Akira killing Kenji has spread. No matter where he goes now... Oh, it's skipping through it. Whoops. It was like that 10 Commandments vid I saw once. Akira looks like a real man, now that he's holding up Tokyo. You know, Akira muttered something weird to himself the other day. I won't be able to visit her grave for a while. What did that mean?
Yo.
Oh, hey there, intruder bros. If you've got the Monica, that means you can handle quests, right? Okay, he said this already.
If you've got
You think you'll
business,
stream
then hurry up and
Apocalypse?
spit it out. Here's open. We
Yeah.
both see each other alive again.
I don't know if I'll stream it immediately after this, but I would like to replay Apocalypse. Because while I think this has a better story overall, there is a lot I like about Apocalypse. It is a bit more character focused.
This is the infernal Shinjuku terminal.
Alright.
Activating transport mode.
And there's some stuff it does with its characters that I
We're
enjoy a
here.
lot.
What should we do, Master?
But overall I prefer this game, which is kind of why I chose to stream this one.
What's your pleasure?
I can't imagine there are quests here and not in Shinjuku, but
I've checked, but
yeah, I'm just suspicious
If
that
you've
there
got
wasn't.
business, then hurry up and spit it out.
Because there were a lot more side quests in Blasted Tokyo. Hey there, intruder bros. I heard you took over Ichigaya. I also heard that Akira is gonna move there, take a bunch of guys from Shinjuku with him. And right after they just finished moving to Shinjuku too. Oh well, that's good news really. When Akira was a kid, this is when he was a human I mean, I heard he lost his sister. The angels kidnapped her and trapped her inside the cocoon. And thanks to Kenji killing the angels, I heard that all the humans shut up inside that cocoon rotted away. Avenging his sister might be one reason Akira is so bent on becoming the king of Tokyo. Okay, so that explains that.
Yo.
Well, I'm glad Akira is the new king of Tokyo, but Kasumi Gasaki's population dropped pretty drastically, and we've lost a lot of guys willing to do quests. Hey, intruder bro, since you're here already, why not take on a few quests? Because you're not giving me
If
any.
you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out. Here's hoping we both see each other alive again.
I'm not sure if it was Apocalypse or SMT4, but one of these games had a massive amount of DLCs. They both kind of do. Aside from minor cosmetic DLC, I know SMT4 has basically 5 important, or not important, but you know, useful or sizable DLCs.
Wait till you hear this.
King Akira promised us he'd rebuild Tokyo into somewhere place everyone could live in peace and equality. A pretty heroic guy, ain't he? For a demon-eyed and all. Then I'll become the ultimate nourisher. A superior nourisher to tantalize the taste buds of gourmet demon-eyes. It's good to have a goal. Come to think of it, maybe the real reason Kenji turned the people of Tokyo into demon-eyes and nourishers was because he was afraid of the intruders. I don't know how that works really, but it seems the demon summoning program can only be activated by someone with a strong will. Kenji's trashed enough demons in his day to know how strong a man's will can be. I heard Kenji used to have a partner, a buddy from his Counter Demon Force days. But I also heard he got killed in action while covering for Kenji. That taught Kenji that even with a team of strong demons backing you up, the human body is too weak. It was after that when Kenji decided to become a demon-eyed, or so I hear. Let's see, did I already go here? I don't think I did. It's empty anyway. Hey, you killed the boss of Shinjuku, right? That's great. Like how it feels when you give someone a good smack. We was told to guard this place. King Akira's orders. But yeah, for this, the main DLC is the money DLC, where you defeat enemies that drop items that sell for lots of money. The experience DLC, where you defeat enemies that drops items that give you lots of experience points. And the app point DLC, where you defeat enemies that drop items that give you app points. There's also 2 bonus boss DLCs. I think the DLC for Apocalypse is a lot more extensive. Actually, like there's a lot more. Here is a side story DLC, and here is some prequel stuff DLC. For whatever reason, there seemed to be a big DLC push. For Apocalypse. I guess because the DLC for the first Shin Megami Tensei 4 probably sold pretty well. Okay. It seems like we're pretty much done here in Infernal Tokyo. So I'm going to head to Shibuya. I don't think we can get in there, but I want to be sure. And then return to Shinjuku, heal up, sell our relics, make our new fusions, and then return to Camp Ichigaya, and finally press the switch at the Yamato reactor. Seems the fandom is born to Apocalypse. I wonder if that's true or if it's just harder to find the base SMT4 fan art these days. Because my thing with Apocalypse is a pretty direct follow-up. So it'd be weird for people to just jump in on that. I don't want to talk too much about it right now because I don't want to spoil things in this game or how this game functions while we're still playing it. But it would be a little odd. Like, there's items in here. Like, I can see relics. Like, there's a relic there. Could be that the designs are a little more hip. Yeah, that could definitely be true. I've seen not a ton, but quite a bit of fan art for, you know, the samurai crew, Flynn, Walter, Jonathan, and Isabeau. Oof. That's some BS. And as I said, Apocalypse does put a greater focus on characters. There is simply a lot more characters in Apocalypse, period. So the numbers may just work out that way too.
I pity you.
And I don't think it's too spoilery to say there is some character overlap between the two. So what appears to be
Behold my demons!
pure Apocalypse art may in fact be both, or the first game. But yeah, I'd be interested to stream Apocalypse, even if it's just to see how... Why did I come here? I keep thinking Ikebukuro Shinjuku, when it is totally not.
My demons are
But yeah, I'd be interested to see if I stream Apocalypse, what people think of the story of that game compared to the story of this game.
My demons are a bit different.
Because SMT fans have a lot to say about this game and Apocalypse and their relative merits to one another and so on. A spell that just takes away MP is mean. It is not the meanest spell enemies get in this game, however. I think the worst spell in this game that only enemies have access to is Maka Beam, which is a spell that just literally blows away some of your money. It could be a little, it could be a lot. You could lose like half of your Maka in one attack. And it's horrible to the point that a lot of players just do not fight enemies that have Maka Beam. They'll just run. Which is fair. I don't like it because I don't think enemies should have attacks you can't learn. Or at least they shouldn't if they're demons you can recruit. Because Nekomata has Maka Beam, but of course, for obvious reasons, does not have Maka Beam when you recruit or level up a Nekomata.
I'll appraise those for you.
I have no problem with unique bosses having unique skills.
Welcome.
Okay.
Come again.
Oh wait, let me go back and talk to
Welcome.
the nice lady
What
here.
do you want to sell?
And let's sell some items that we've
What
hit
do you wanna sell?
max for.
Thanks. What do you want to sell? Thanks.
It's a good idea
What do
to
you wanna
sell
sell?
items that you have the max amount of anyway. just in case you find a chest with more of them, or if
What do you
they're
want to sell?
quest reward.
Thanks. What do you want to sell?
What do life stones do? They heal a very small amount of HP. And they are, as I'm sure you've noticed, they are by far the most common item asked for by demons.
Thanks. What do you want to sell? Any? Come again.
Let's see. And let me use up our stat increase items. Like, it is far too late in the game for life stone to be useful to us. Oh, we can now fuse Mahama Yuri and Ongyo Ki,
Welcome to the
Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
What will you do?
Okay. We can fuse almost everything. Let's see, Sphinx, Venetia, Fenrir. I like Sphinx. Let's go with Sphinx. I wish other games made outdated healing items useful like that. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a problem with all RPGs, is outdated items and outdated spells. A mechanic I haven't mentioned much, but is actually pretty useful in this is, if you have a spell as Flynn, and then you have a demon who completes their level ups and does the Demon Whisper, and they have the same spell, your version of the spell will actually power up. And that's a nice way to keep lower level spells useful for a little while longer. Let's see. Haste Lesson, Luster Candy, Xandyne, Zeodyne. Yeah, that's fine.
Then I will.
But that's why you may have noticed that my spells have a plus number by the icon. That shows how many times that spell has been powered up. Most spells power up to +8 or +9. With status spells, like buffs and debuffs and status effects, the buff reduces the MP needed to cast it, which is also useful.
Revere me.
Oh, level up for Anat. That's still not perfect, of course. Lower level spell maxed out is still probably weaker than its next tier spell at base level. But at least it keeps progression going, you know? Like, it isn't just, oh, here's my spell, and now it's not going to get better for 12 hours until I'm a high enough level to learn the next spell. Alright, what can we make? Ganesha, Huoniao, maybe Huoniao, Fenrir, Hecaton, Charius, Bishamonten. Oh, actually, first let me check the special demons. Still not high enough to fuse Norn. Let's see, not high enough for Demon Eho. Not high enough for Ongyoki. Aramisaki. kind of left that behind a long time ago. Okay, back to the search. We could make Hecaton Cheerios pretty easy, so let's do that. Blast Arrow, Repel Ice, Agadine, High Fire Paroma, Mana Surge, and Awakening. Actually, take off Hades Blast and replace that with Speed Lesson.
Then I will.
The only demon we have who hasn't learned all its skills is Cherub, so... I know, buddy. Don't yell at me, Mito. Let's see. Thunderbird. Valkyrie. Ometeotl. Prometheus. Ah, Hanuman. Maybe Hanuman is the way to go here. Ooh, Skadi. Yeah, what do we need for Skadi? Oh, damn. Berserker? Maybe Berserker. I guess, Taraka mightn't be so bad, but we can make Berserker for pretty cheap. Bloody Glee, Zeodine, Fog Breath, Endure, Awakening, all stats +5, Tetrakarn, Repel, physical attacks, plus Moody, and Zanma. Just to give us some versatility. Alright, we have Fuselu.
Nice to meet you.
That's not what Fuselu sounds like. Okay, now what can we make with Dakini? Like, we are definitely brushing up against the upper limits of what we can do right now. Rangda. Okay. Rangda Rousey. Debilitate's pretty good. Rakukaja's pretty good. Moragidine. Life bonus. Bufu is weak AF, but these are not great skills. But she should serve us just fine.
Nice to meet you.
You too, Rangda. Okay. Alright, we have options here at least. I think Palace is going to be the obvious answer. Yeah. Oh, it's not, because we'd have to fuse it with Cherub. Let's see, Alciel, level 66. Kudlak, the nemesis of Kresnik. See? Lore. Let's do it. It's like having Angel and Spike.
Then I will perform. I shall be of use to you.
The real plot of the game thickens. Ooh, Garuda. Fresvelger. Anubis. Pendragon. Maybe Pendragon. Maybe Yim. Yim would be free. because we just fused him with Grim and Mikala. Oh, Garuda would also be free. So, Zandine, Amrita, Null Physical, Maziodine, Bufudine, High Ice Pleroma. Alright, take out Maziodine, put in regular Zeodine. Dekaja. And Draconic Reaction.
Then I will perform the fusion.
Collect every bird. I do like the bird demons. I still think about Hamza, our starter duck demon.
I vow you shall triumph.
Sometimes. I wonder if we kept him, if one day he would evolve all the way up the bird chain to become Garuda. He actually wouldn't, but it would be pretty amazing if he did. I will replace Life Aid with Resist Light.
Okay.
He seems pretty pumped about that. Sweet Key. Okay, let's see what we can make with the party first. Hanuman, Bishamunten, Jarillo with Yatagarasu. Alright, maybe Jarillo. Ooh, maybe Bishamunten. Let's see, Mana Surge, Maragidine, High Fire Peroma, Rakukaja, Posamudi, Hamaon, Warcry, and let's see, Samurai Karm, nah, Diarahan, Bufala. Yeah.
Then I will perform the fusion.
He doesn't have much MP, so giving him a bunch of high-end healing spells isn't that useful.
Let us go, human.
But giving him a mid-tier ice spell, just to give him some versatility, that could work out. Ooh, Titania. Oh, but with Cherub. Flamies. Okay, let's include the compendium and see what we get. Thunderbird, Valkyrie. No other options for Titania. We could make Oberon. Jikokutan. Asmodeus. Oh, Yim. Who do we need for Yim? Yeah. Let's make Yim. Glacial Blast, sure. Null Nerve, sure. A Bufudine, Mana Bonus. Zeodine. A Diorama. These aren't great spells. Titanomachia and Madness Needle.
Then I will perform the fusion.
Yim, it looks like a cosplayer. I don't know what he's cosplaying, but he looks like he's cosplaying something. Alright. Yatagarasu. We could make Hanuman, Huoniao, Jarillo. Alright, we gotta continue our bird quest. Huoniao with a bunch of spells. Ooh, that's useful. Let's see. I'll take off Fire Breath. Replace that with Zandine.
Then I will perform the fusion.
errors yet this stream, which I'm grateful for. Well, maybe that's not fair. The errors we've gotten so far have actually been pretty beneficial to us. Hanuman, Ganesha. Okay, those will use up demons we're not done with, so... Azrael. Israfel. Yggdrasil. Odin. Ooh, let's try for Odin. Thunder Rain. Severe electric attack. Severe is the highest level of the spell. Severe, heavy, medium, light. Hammer on, null force, which is good because force is actually Odin's only weakness. Moragidyne, high fire pleroma. Let's see. Posamudi. Makara Karn. And he has a lot of MP actually, so we will give him some Aurakarn.
Then I will
I guess doing that side
I
quest
vow you shall triumph.
where we restored Odin's memories worked out for us. Alright, Kushinada Hime. What can we make? Wukong. And Juyin. I want to make Goku. Let's make Goku. Oh, we can't. Or rather, we can, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's make Juyin. Malice got up to get a snack, but one of the cats found you and demanded love. Well then you give that cat love. That's what you gotta do. Cats deserve a lot of love. Alright, Ufudine. You're not missing much. It is Demon Fusion time. Always the longest part of these streams. Silent Prayer is pretty good. Fog Breath's pretty good. Madoon is pretty good. Medeorama is okay. Let's do that.
Then I will.
As I mentioned earlier, before you came on, I think, Malice, we're pretty close to a story branch. I don't think we're super close to a story branch, but we're getting there. Okay, we could make Jarillo. And I think that would be the last one we actually make here. Because then all the remaining ones are ones that haven't learned all their skills yet. Could we make Beiji Wang? No, we cannot actually. There's just so many demons that are just below their level at this stage. Alright, we'll make Jarillo with the help of Yatagarasu. Gunpleroma, Grand Tack, Life Surge. Endure seems pretty useful. Xandine with Force Pleroma to power it up. And Silent Prayer.
Then I will perform the fusion.
Treat me gently, please.
Okay. I think, let me look at the bottom screen for a second. Just scan through these demons. Yep.
Oh!
Oh, we can now make Kama. Let me see what that is, even. Okay, Kama. Jarillo and Diana. I'll make that once we level up Jarillo. Whoops.
What will you do?
Okay, finally.
Gather demons
And come again. Tate's doing barrel rolls on the carpet. Nice. Alright, Kudlak. An evil vampire who fights Kresnik, a proxy of God. It is said that all things, including disease, poor harvests, and bad luck are all due to a Kudlak. He transforms into various animal forms to fight with Kresnik, but his other forms are always black. Oh, that Kudlak. Always up to no good. I want to know what's up with Chirillo and its really tall forehead. The Slavic god of vegetation and fertility. He is a beautiful young man wearing a white cape who rides a white horse. He has a human head in one hand and ears of wheat in the other. Festivals in his honor were held each year in many Slavic regions, but the practice faded with the advent of Christianity. Alright. Let's go heal at the Hunter Association, and then
What's your pleasure?
go to Camp Ichigaya.
If you've got business, then hurry up. Here's hoping we both see each other alive again.
Burrows.
I think we're far enough in the game now that I can say the Walter Jonathan split is something of a red herring. Like when we were asked, oh, which do we follow? That's not to say that has no influence on what happens for the rest of the game, but it is not by any means the decisive, hey, now you're on this path kind of deal.
My demons are a bit different.
The mechanics of how that stuff works is quite interesting, and I'll probably go into it a little after we're done with all that stuff. There are 4 endings to this game, and we are on a path where I could probably do 3 of them.
My demons are a bit different.
And I could get to 4 pretty easily if I just reload to the other file. I feel like this world is too close to Walter's ideal to not be related to him in some way. That's a good point. This is very much Walter's scene. And he does voice his approval of it a number of times. But the other world, Blasted Tokyo, as it's called, doesn't seem to be super strongly Jonathan's aesthetic. I mean, which is fine. It doesn't have to be a juxtaposition of both their ideals by any means. I mean, and there are bits here and there in this world that Walter doesn't approve of. He did not appreciate Kenji's cheating, as he puts it in our fight. He does seem to kind of subtly approve of Akira becoming king of Tokyo, even though Akira himself is apparently dirt weak.
I will aid you.
So it doesn't appear to be 100% reflective, which is a good thing. It would be too easy for them to just go, oh, this is the perfect world for Jonathan, and this is the perfect world for Walter. Instead, it's more like, well, here's a possibility of what those contrasting beliefs could lead to, maybe. Whether it is actually their ideal interpretation of their personal beliefs is a different matter. Walter's all about being able to do whatever you want until someone else plays dirty with him. Isn't that often the case with a lot of social Darwinists? Alright, we're gonna push the button. I think this is the third time we've seen this cutscene. Yep. Whoa. Alright, gonna chill out with the white some more. A vast white space spreads as far as you can see. Walter and Jonathan are nowhere to be seen.
Your atom has brushed against two possible worlds. You have touched the possible world one chooses to preserve.
Okay.
And the possible world where one chooses to fight the stillness.
You have sensed it. Even if you elect to preserve the world, if it does not align with God's will, it will be cast into destruction.
Okay, that's blasted, Tokyo.
Even if you choose not to preserve the world, it will lead inexorably down a path of self-destruction.
Humans are but prisoners of God's expectations.
Sure.
But we know a way to escape God's grasp. Yes, we will simply turn all to nothing to begin with.
Oh, is that all? That's a great idea.
Because we lack forms, we entrust the choice to you who have shape. Release all of humanity from God's control and become the true Messiah.
Now, Messiah, the time of fate. The power is in your hands to save every being and every world.
Sounds
Will
good.
you turn the world to naught with your hands as the Messiah?
Should I return the world to nothing? I mean, I don't know. Hey fellas, is it gay to return the world to nothing? Because you're getting rid of all the chicks, so technically isn't that hella gay? I believe returning the world to nothing is going to get us an ending. So I'm willing to do that first and then reload. Wow. I made them happy.
You have chosen well.
Thanks.
This is the control device for what you call the Yamato Perpetual Reactor.
Uh-huh.
We created it.
Yamato was originally a particle accelerator that creates a black hole. Destroy Yamato's control device. Let it run amok. Have it swallow the entire universe.
Wow.
Thanks to your fifth self, we humans will finally be free of God's plan.
Fifth self.
Now, Messiah, lead us to nothingness.
Alright, here's our first final boss fight.
This encounter is a little unusual. I'll be supporting you. I get the feeling this is where we part ways, Master. Your target is the control device for the particle accelerator. I'll scan it to see if it has a defense mechanism.
Let's do this.
Scan complete. The target has no defenses at all. You should be able to destroy it just by attacking it normally.
Alright. Yeah! The control device has noticeably taken damage. I'm the best
The
at this
target's
game.
damages are over 25%. Keep it up.
Yeah. Will do, Burrows. Gonna take on this enemy. Control devices begun to make odd sounds.
The target's damages are over 50%. Not bad at all.
Thanks, Burrows. Alright, let's negotiate. What have you got to give me, control device? Oh. The sound of tortured, twisted metal is coming from the inner workings of the control device.
The target's damages are over 75%. Master, you do understand what will happen once the control device is destroyed, right?
Don't worry about
Of
it.
course. Sorry. There's no way you would be doing this if you didn't understand the consequences.
It'll be
I'll back
fine.
you up to the very end, so follow through on the
Fine.
path you chose.
Like, I was nihilistic enough to pick the refusal ending in Mass Effect 3 and find it satisfying, but I don't think this will be the same. The control device is showering sparks, and it is making deafening noises.
The target's damages are over its permissible limits. Its safeguards are failing, and it's starting to go berserk. A black hole will form soon.
Yatta!
Congratulations on completing your objective.
Where's my experience? Come on, Burrows. Pay up. Yeah.
Now we will be saved.
But
We can
yeah,
pass into nothingness, where there will be no suffering or sorrow.
in order, the white are made up of Hugo, Kay,
All of this is
Issachar, and
thanks to the
Isabel
choice
sprites.
you made. You are the true Messiah.
The long and painful journey ends here. Thank you.
You're
and
welcome.
Goodbye.
Bad end. This ending actually isn't that satisfying, as you can imagine, because it is the what the hell is wrong with you ending. I don't know. Maybe if I was 14 and feeling really edgy that day, I would find it satisfying. Like, life sucks, man. You know, everything should just die. We're all gonna die anyway, right? People just hurt people. Like, a tree doesn't know if it's alive or dead. You know? A brick doesn't have sentience. Flynn turned the world into nothingness. The world is completely free from agony and sorrow. Everything is gone. Bad end. Hey, Rochambeau. We just got the bad end. Baddest end. I cannot skip the credits. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to quit out. And I'm just going to boot back in. Anyway, thanks for coming. I completed Shin Megami Tensei 4. Got an ending. What more do you want from me? Really? And I mean, the universe had it coming. I believe if I let that run, I would have had the option to save for New Game Plus, but no way. Alright, let's do this again. And this time, not destroy the universe? If this was late enough in the stream, I might have just ended it there and made like we were done with the game, and then had a surprise follow-up stream where I continue. But it's still... yeah, it's still pretty early. Vast white space spreads as far as you can see. Walter and Jonathan are nowhere to be seen. I'll let this run through again, I won't fast forward.
Atom has brushed against two possible worlds. You have touched the possible world one chooses to preserve.
I do believe that, like Malice said, they are using familiar faces to get to us, because sometimes we do get portrait art of them. Which would be a bad thing to do if you were just being super cheap and recycling sprites.
It will be cast into destruction. Even if you choose not to preserve the world, it will lead inexorably down a path of self-destruction.
That ending theme felt very trauma-centered. Yeah, a bit actually. I haven't played a trauma center in a long time.
But we know a way to escape.
Mainly because I was always awful at them.
Yes, we will simply turn all to nothing to begin with.
Because we lack forms, we entrust the choice to you who have shape. Release all of humanity from God's control and become the true Messiah.
Okay.
Now, Messiah, the time of fate. The power is in your hands to save every being and every world.
So basically the white took us to those two other Tokyos
with your hands as the Messiah
in order to convince us everything sucks and we should just destroy reality. To which I say, nah. We need to have Isabeau finish her manga.
No. You and your messianic tendencies.
You just called me the Messiah.
What do you think you can do, leaving this world intact? Do you intend to preserve the current status quo? Are you going to destroy the order of things?
Now this is the big choice. And I'll explain why it's the big choice. It's not a binary, per se. Even though I don't know, we'll just repeat the question. But this will, from how I've played the game, will determine which of the two endings I'm in the running for we'll get. Isabeau is currently reading a volume of Akira. Oh, yep, more characters growing up as practically siblings, then falling in love. Alright. Preserve the status quo or destroy the order of things. Let's destroy the order of things. If I'm right in how I've calculated stuff playing this game, that should get us a particular ending that I'm gunning for. And then if I reload and pick preserve the status quo later, that will push us towards a second ending.
You are too late to walk that path.
Oh,
You have committed too deeply
damn it.
to preserving
Okay.
the status quo.
I messed up.
Why do you oppose us? Will even you place your hopes in the possibility of a future? Even after we have shown you many times there is no future for the human race.
Were my calculations off?
You are no longer of use to us.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
May you regret your choice here in this fabricated space until you die.
The ending we previously got was a bad end. The other three endings, I don't think any of them are technically like worst ending. So that doesn't matter too much. Unknown.
Is that you there? Oh, thank heavens. I thought you were but a vision. To think that we would meet in this strange place. The White asked me whether I would bring the world to naught. I told them I would rather preserve the status quo. It seems the White intend to keep us prisoner here, but I'm relieved to be reunited with you.
Warriors of light, the Lord's
Yep,
chosen
okay.
ones. You have done well in repelling the despair of the White and beginning to walk on your own. I have come to collect you. Our Lord requires your strength.
Gabriel.
This is the Expanse, a world created by the thoughts of men. The White are also an aggregation of thoughts. They are a portion of this space. Because you rejected the White, their power is weakened now. You must slay the Whites. Do so, and you will be able to escape from the Expanse. The White number 4. They are lurking somewhere within this forest. Slay all of the White so that you may return to your world of origin and save mankind. That is your task as the Warriors of Light.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
Thanks, Burrows. Alright. The White are also embodiments of desire. Upon gaining knowledge and wisdom beyond their ken, they turned to a foolish despair. You need not waste time listening to their ravings. You must return to your own world and save the people. Slay the 4 White lurking within the forest.
Allow me to heal your wounds.
Thanks, Gabby.
If you ever become wounded in battle, return here to the forest's entrance. I shall heal your wounds at any time.
Gabriel walked away. Okay.
We'll escape this world come what may. Now, let us begin.
Jonathan has joined you.
Burrows.
Alright. Let me talk a bit about what has happened here and why we are going down this path with Jonathan. Every decision, every dialogue choice, pretty much, that you get in this game gives you points, plus or minus, in one direction or another. On a scale from minus 100 to plus 100. There is an ending for plus 10 to plus 100, and there's an ending for minus 10 to minus 100, and there is a small window for another ending from +9 to -9. The trick is, if you've been playing the game so neutrally that you are in that range, +9 to -9, when you get that final question, status quo versus destroying the status quo, that question has a value of +or -10, and that will push you out of neutrality. As it turns out, we've leaned too heavy into the angel path, so even taking that final -10 hit, we were probably still at +10 or +11 or so. So now we are on that path for the rest of the game. And that's okay. A lot of it's still the same, some of it isn't. Final dungeon will change. There'll be some good stuff, there'll be some dark stuff. It'll be the same if it happened the other way around. Is it not what I was hoping for, says Sailor Yan. No, I was aiming for the small window. But I miscalculated and I picked a lot of the nice answers, which generally tend to skew away from Walter's view and more into Jonathan's. Like, every time I spared an enemy in the arena, that's +1 point. And we did that like 8-10 times. Doesn't mean we get to date Jonathan. Pretty much. Jonathan is with us now. We're with Jonathan. We are that team. Doesn't mean we get to pet him. Only in the Japanese version, they took out the petting minigame for the US and international release. For some reason. Okay. We may as well save over the first file. If I really wanted to, I could probably recool with the file before going with Jonathan or Walter. But we'll see all the endings. Or at least this and the neutral ending. Oh, it's a horrible teleporty quest dungeon.
The Lord be with you.
Hey. Put an end to the white who have fed man's despair. Sure thing. Sure thing, Gabby. The Gabster.
Master.
Okay, strong demon nearby. That's good. Oh, there are regular demons around here. I couldn't recall if that was the case. I do not like these teleporting dungeons, but...
Master.
Okay, I know burrows. You told me. Strong demon nearby. I gotcha. I'm kind of a bit on tilt from not getting the path I was
My demons are a bit different.
gunning for this entire time, but what makes it more amusing is that the very first time I played this game, without following any guide, I ended up getting the neutral path, which is extremely unlikely. Whoa. Ambushed. Big hits. Ooh. Could lock. How could lock you? Let's see. Grand Talk, Zandine. Ufudine, Badoon, Vidiorama.
I see an opening.
I've never actually played through one of these endings, so I'm actually pretty interested in how that goes. I only know the vagaries of what happens because I just looked it up online after I beat the game. So this is kind of new territory for me. And I'll be interested to see how it actually turns out. And we're just back here again, huh? Okay.
Master.
Yeah, strong demon, something. Can't go through there. You never use guides on your first playthrough unless you know you'll never replay the game. Yeah, that was my thing when I first played this. I wanted to get kind of... because I knew there were multiple endings and that it was most likely based on choices you make. So I wanted to get the natural ending, you know, the ending that would come forth based on what I picked. Alright, good luck. You're very helpful. Except not really. And now you are done. Of course, that's why the great irony is that this time when I tried to game it to get the ending I wanted in particular, I ended up messing up.
My demons are a bit different.
But as I said, even between the endings, there's going to be a lot of similarities. So it's not this huge throw-off. Obviously, different endings are different endings and all that, but... Oh, hey buddy. Oh, you missed us. That's good. Then we're just back here.
My demons are a bit different.
Neutral patch is intriguing just because there's such a narrow window. Yeah. The game really does push you towards one of the two other endings. Because as I said, if you are in the zone for that neutral ending, by the time you get to that final question, you do not get the neutral ending. Because your answer will push you towards one or the other. So it's strange. And it's something that a lot of people who played this game had a problem with, for sure. They don't like how opaque that thing is. Because the only thing that really tells you anything about it is there was an NPC at the Hunter Association in regular Tokyo only who comments on your demeanor and how the people of Tokyo look at you. You know, he says like, oh, you're polite if you're leaning towards Jonathan. And you know, you go your own way or something if you lean towards Walter's point of view. And I talked to him a few times during the game, but I never said on stream why I was doing it. But that was why. Alright, Gerillo. No, we do not need to learn Trafuri. Haven't even found one of the white in here yet.
I will aid you.
And there's supposed to be 4 of them. I mean, I'm a little disappointed because I was gunning for a particular ending and I didn't get it. But it doesn't matter all that much. I will say that Apocalypse follows through from one ending in particular. Whoa. But that doesn't particularly matter either, so you know. I find this forest very annoying. And I wish I didn't have to do it at all. Ooh, so close to a level up though.
Burrows.
If ever I feel despair, knowing that I'm close to a level up.
Master.
There's a strong demon nearby. Oh, is this it? Alright, let's save and examine this polyp in time and space. Whoa. Oh, do we have to attack it? I wonder. Well, good to get that level up, I guess. No? Can't examine it. I can't hit it. Pee on it. Have you been on my Craigslist casual encounters posting? Alright, there's a strong demon nearby. So, it should be here somewhere. That's a thing on the map. But it's not letting me interact with it. So, this is all very bizarre. Yeah. I'm gonna try another area, I guess. I don't really have much of a choice.
I will aid you.
Oh. Is it going to be that silly? Is this technically a challenge? No. Okay. I thought if it turned out it was a side quest for some reason, and I had to accept it to make those things interactable, that would be pretty goofy, even for this game.
Master,
Yeah, I know, Burrows. I know. There's a strong demon lurking nearby. I hear ya, but... Whoops. Bishop 110 looks cool. Yep. There are 4 of those. They're kind of a set. I forget the name of those 4 Japanese deities, but they all look pretty neat.
Burrows.
Alright, let me see if there's anything in the quest log. Just slay the 4 white. Kishin, that's right. Thank you, Matty Matt.
I will aid you.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, this is obviously the thing, right? But... And I've taken every other path in this forest.
I hope you're prepared.
So, what am I missing? Okay, Berserker level up. Berserker's done. I don't think we replace anything. Bye, Halleck. Good to have you in the party for a few rounds. I honestly don't know what I'm missing here. Oh! I had to press down to...
Burrows.
That is so silly. I forgot you have to look down or up to drop down a hole or climb a ladder. Ridiculous. Alright.
Our 5th son, who chose preservation. If you will not willingly choose nothingness, then I will unmake you.
Whoa. Alright. Ghost Hugo. Let's see what you don't like. Well, I'm kind of assuming you're not actually weak to any of these, but it's worth a try.
Not enough.
Yeah, okay. Hey now, Ghost Hugo. Let's see if Grand Tack works better. It seems to work a little better. Yeah, we all make mistakes. I just didn't think of that polyp as a pit. Currently playing Strange Journey right now. Strange Journey is a very good game. And definitely one I considered streaming instead of this.
God's plan has ever led to our ruin. You will surely follow the same path.
Oh well. It's not the path I chose. It's not the path I wanted to choose.
Looks like the quest is going well.
Know that to cast aside one's will and descend into despair is an insult towards one's beloved neighbours. You have done well to slay one of the white. Only 3 remain in this forest. Keep up your untiring efforts. Okay. We've already explored all this forest, so this shouldn't actually be that difficult from here on out. Let's see. I wish I played it years ago, the Redux version. That's right, the Redux version did just come out. Yeah, if I was going to stream it, I would stream that version. Okay, not that path. Whoa. Ambushed. Rude. Was not expecting that. I don't remember where any of the pathways lead, so there is going to be a lot of me just going down a path, realizing this isn't taking me anywhere. And going somewhere else. Which I apologize for in advance. But, you know, it's late. I'm not going to put the brain power into remembering where these things go. Another ambush. I think what I will do once I beat this game, you know, and get this ending, is do a new game plus. Maybe do it as earlier stream in the afternoon my time, which would be kind of very early morning US time, and kind of rush through it and get back up to this point. I have no idea where any of these things go. Oh gosh. Okay. How did I manage to explore every part of this forest before fighting the bosses and have no recollection of where any of these paths grow? It's skill, you know, it's a talent that only I have. Alright.
Master.
Here we are, and we're right on top of it too. These boss fights don't seem terribly hard.
Burrows.
And I guess it doesn't matter in which order I get the endings and stream them, but...
Our 5th son, who chose preservation.
That me.
Your actions are abominable. No matter how much you struggle, your despair will never be healed.
Aww.
Very well. As your forebear, I will teach you. The splendor of non-existence.
They keep calling us the fifth son. And I would know if I had 4 brothers. Alright, let's fight this fake K. Special K. Oof. That hit hard. I do not approve of that. Huo Niao has low HP compared to other party members. Let's see, I'm going to pass that on. Pass that back to Flynn. Have Flynn heal Bishamonten. My first encounter with Bishamonten was in Samurai Warriors. The Koei Dynasty Warriors-esque game. Kenshin Usugi in that game often invoked Bishamonten, God of War. Alright, Jarillo. No more poison for you. Lots of hits there. I do not like that. Don't do that again. Oh, Huo Niao is out. I better cure myself. And Jarillo better cure itself too. Bishamonten should do another war cry.
I see an opening.
Okay, this boss is hitting a lot harder than I thought it would. Let's see, Rekarm, Huo Niao, and Jarillo can heal up Bishamonten. And here I thought things were going smooth enough. I could be like, here's my Samurai Warriors anecdote. De jour. Okay, that saved us. Where is Huo Niao? Come back in, buddy. Let's see if we can finish it off now. Alright.
Why will you not attempt to release mankind, trapped as they are in God's plan?
Because everyone will die.
Your obeisance, it is beyond redemption.
Yeah, sure. Alright, 2 level ups. Bishamonten.
Oh?
Megiddo. Nah, I do not like Megiddo. And Jarillo. Final skill, Bloody Glee. Maybe. Zandine, Silent Prayer. Nah. Alright. Yeah, that was pretty close.
Looks like the quest is going well.
Know that to cast aside one's will and descend into despair is folly that speaks of weakness and intolerance. You have done well to slay 2 of the white. Only 2 remain in this forest. Keep up your untiring efforts. And really, I think getting all the endings gives you a better picture of how the pieces of this game fit together, so it's all good. Jarillo looks creepy. Yeah, that forehead thing he has going on is not super.
Master.
Okay. Found the next demon. Or the next enemy, rather. I guess it is not technically a demon. Well, speaking of creepy, I still have my horrifying clown mask as my best helmet. Probably makes a lot of this stream look messed up.
My demons are a bit different.
Okay. Yeah, that was a big hit. I'm all about those big hits. Really? Reinforcements and it's the exact same battle? Alright. And I know I'm harping on about the endings, but there is some good stuff in this patch that I'm glad I'm going to be able to show you.
Out of the way!
I just have a particular ending I prefer. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Alright, where is the space polyp?
Burrows.
Here it is. Oh, space is a bow.
fifth son, who chose preservation. You still do not understand? Your will, which rejects our salvation, is the cause of your suffering.
Have a manga,
We will
Isabel.
eliminate that will in preparation for the coming of a new Messiah.
You're not yourself when you're nihilistic. Alright. Let's see what her gimmick is, I suppose. Like, fake Hugo used Zio and Zan spells. Fake K used a lot of physical attacks. So I'm interested to see what Isabel throws against us.
Such is a samurai skill.
Okay, fire. Probably fire and ice. Yeah, repel. Makarakaram. Repel all magic. Nice. That's a lot of hits. Repel that 4 times. And as the white doesn't actually have immunity to any spells, it works even better. And Odin has so much MP. Ooh, there we go. That's a good counter to my strategy. It turns out fake Isabeau does have other skills. Not that it matters. That went a lot easier.
Even if you do accept God's plan, it will not last for eternity.
What?
Eventually, those with free will who reject God's plan shall arise, and then...
Whoa. Yes, yes, all things are cyclical. Okay, Huo Niao levels up. And learns Agadine. Should probably take that. It is probably something that's very good. Replace Life Aid with that. Like, you are a firebird, you're literally carrying fire on your back. I should probably let you have the fire spell.
Looks like the quest is going well.
Alright, we have one more then. What merit is there for a human to cast aside its own will and descend into despair? You have done well to slay 3 of the white. Only 1 remains in this forest. I have faith that you, the warriors of light, will accomplish your task. Okay.
Master,
Alright. Where is the final polyp? There it is.
I will aid you.
Oh, Odin is in big trouble. Oh, and Cherub leveled up. And learned its final skill. High Gun Pleroma. That is technically useful. And I don't know how many other chances we're going to get to use it. But no. Don't growl at me, mister. How dare you? Rude cherub. Okay. Running a little low on MP for Flynn, but I think we can handle this without having to go back to Gabriel for healing. Oh. Alright.
Our 5th son, who chose preservation.
Yeah, I know I chose preservation. I didn't mean to.
It is our fate to endlessly repeat the same mistakes.
Issachar.
Given this, what other salvation can there be than returning everything to naught?
Issachar was a nice guy. I still feel bad about that.
Your choice is wrong. We will prove that to you.
I'm surprised Kaga isn't one of the white.
Look at my form. It is the image of your friend Issachar, who was torn asunder in the rift between your people by your own hand.
Called out.
The most proper course of action regarding this world that killed him. I will demonstrate it to you using this form.
Interestingly, the only one of the white that references the person they're using the image of. Like, none of the others went, oh, I'm like Kay, or I'm like Hugo, or Isabeau. He was the only Issachar white. He's the only one that goes, yeah, I look like Issachar. That dude who died. I think it's kind of messed up. You're supporting the world that would kill him. But go off, I guess.
Do you recall those lands? That blasted world, tainted with poison. Those who depended on God were callously killed by him.
True.
Has the possibility that you too may also be smote by God not crossed your mind?
I mean, there is that possibility.
You were swayed just now, no? Possibilities, uncertainties, even the most minuscule doubts towards God.
I have a feeling I picked the wrong option.
Such suspicions increase my power. They rob you of yours.
Will this be our first game over in like 5 streams? Okay. Ah, but I have silent prayer. So so I can negate this instantly. All stats return to normal. Alright, I need to pass this on to Flynn, so he can heal Bishamonten.
Such is a samurai skill!
Okay, that worked out. I don't know how I feel about Flynn being our only healer, especially with so little MP, but we'll do our best. Odin has Makarakarn, but it seems like this white uses physical attacks, so that's not that awesome. That turn didn't go too bad though.
One who desires preservation. What would your fellow samurai think?
I don't know. Let's ask them.
I referred to
Hey,
him
Jonathan.
who dreamt of changing this world,
Oh,
who is not here now.
Walter. Okay.
The one called Walter. Does it not give you pause to think what he might say? Free to learn of your choice.
Walter? Walter who?
You will even negate your fellows for the sake of your choice. I had not thought that your resolve would be this strong.
I'm sorry, Walter. I'm thinking about you really. I just needed to weaken the white. I mean, I like all the party members. Jonathan, Walter, Isabeau.
Not enough!
That time we had to escort Navarre to Tokyo.
It's a pity. Truly regrettable. Though you have such power and have seen multiple worlds,
You are the most talkative wife.
you still will not take up our cause.
I know, it's a shame.
A pretty speech, but it sounds to my ears like so much unjustified resentment and self-righteousness. We who fight for the people shall never join in your cause.
Yeah. You tell him, Jonathan. People are the heroes now. Will this be enough?
Such is a
Nope.
samurai skill!
Okay. Ah, that was enough. Thank you, Jonathan. Saving the day.
Where is our salvation?
I gave you your salvation like an hour ago.
Why wouldn't you save me even unto the very end?
That's a low blow to come out with the Issachar vice and say that to me at the end of that battle. That is a giant screw you. That is beyond the pale. That is not okay. I can forgive wanting to destroy all creation, but reminding me of my dead friend is not okay. That, nuh-uh.
Congratulations on completing the quest.
Alright. Big XPs for everyone. Flynn levels up. Huo Niao levels up. And gets its final skill, Drain Fire. And that does sound good. I would toss Hammer on for that. Muldoon and Hammer on are situationally useful only. Bishamonten, final skill. Luster Candy. Luster Candy is a good skill. I'll drop Ufla. for luster candy.
Oh.
Odin? The Kaja. Remove status buffs all enemies. No. We have other people with that. Kudlok. Shu Yin.
I understand better now after fighting them. I sensed no hostility from them. They must truly believe, without the slightest doubt, that nothingness is the only salvation.
Maybe that's why they sucked at fighting
If this
us.
discord arises from us both holding to our own choices, which cannot coexist, then there is only one thing for us to do.
Yes?
Hmm?
Whoa. Whoosh. Where are we going to end up now? Okay.
You have done well to drive out the white, blessed warriors of light.
Hey, Gabs.
Their control over the expanse seems to have dissipated for the time being. I can now use my own power to return you to your world of origin.
Neat.
Let us go. Together we shall become shepherds of the lost flock.
We must take care not to repeat the tragedies of Kiyoharu and Kenji. Let's return to your world and mine.
Alright. Are we finally back?
Where are we?
This is what was once Shin Duke. It is now the eye that watches over the eastern kingdom of Mikado, the new Mikado Castle.
We have purified every last filth in the eastern kingdom of Mikado.
Nice.
But in Tokyo, the gate to the expanse was opened with Tayama's death. Order there has been lost. We have sealed Naraku.
But the filth will once again head for Naraku, just as they did in days of old.
Blessed warriors of light, we require your assistance.
Uh-huh.
We have decided to annihilate Tokyo.
Oh.
Annihilate it?
It is infested with demons. They are possessed by knowledge and have lost sight of what must be done. There is no other way if we are to purify them and sever the roots of the filth. These are the wishes of the Lord. If the Yamato reactor is allowed to run amok, Great Abaddon, a black hole, will be created.
I mean, that's true.
Our plan is to have Great Abaddon swallow up Tokyo.
That's bad.
However, we have heard troubling news that the demon Lord Lucifer has resurrected in Tokyo.
He will surely stand in our way. We must devise a plan to deal with him.
If we archangels, the heralds of the Lord, were to fuse with the Son of Man that he has chosen, it would bring
Yes.
forth the power of God's chariot, which exceeds that of the demon lord.
God's chariot. But to fuse with us is akin to facing death for one of your kind.
Who will serve as the blessed martyr? Will it be you, Jonathan, or you? We will remain here in anticipation of your choice.
Welp. That's a big discussion to have.
To fuse with him, it would mean death. Tell me, what are your...
Jonathan falls silent. Let's talk to Jonathan.
My apologies. I simply feel so defeated. That day we went to the rooftop of Mikado Castle. I vowed then that I would fulfill my role as a samurai for the sake of the people.
That was a long time
Yet
ago.
now that the specter of death has been raised before me,
Jonathan falls silent. Okay, let's head to New Mikado Castle.
Are you going?
We have been waiting for you, blessed warriors of light. Which of you will fuse with us and enter martyrdom?
You know, I'll do it. Why not? Someone's got it.
No, not you. I'll be our martyr.
Oh, okay.
I have ever been at a loss. Both humans and demons speak only of themselves whenever they open their mouths. If only people would think and act for the sake of their fellow man. Just imagine it. What is preventing them from doing so? Why can they not shed a tear for the plight of others?
I hear you, buddy.
Are humans creatures which cannot band together as one? Are they creatures not worth salvation? But now, I understand what I must do. I am one of those people. I am at a loss, racked with anxiety.
Kinda wish Namine
That
was
is
here for
why.
this.
I will sacrifice everything to drive out everyone's fear and doubt. I do this to forge a new world. One where today's peace lasts unto eternity. I am honored to have traveled by your side. Thank you.
Oh, Jonathan.
Now, Jonathan, come here.
I don't want you to die. Whoa. Hey, Jonathan?
I am the Lord's chariot, the Seraph Merkaba. Filth or doubts must be cleansed from this world. Now, warrior of light, Armageddon between his eastern kingdom of Mikado and the unclean Tokyo begins. Let us depart together. Our destination is the Yamato Perpetual Reactor.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
Love you, Burrows. Client, God's Chariot, Merkaba. Warrior of light chosen by the Lord, let us journey to the Yamato reactor. With the power of God's chariot at your side, you will destroy the hotbed of filth that Tokyo has become. The Demon Lord will attempt to hinder our way, but do not forget that you have a sworn friend in Jonathan. Aww.
Let me explain.
Since the angels eradicated the demons, there are a few quests that can't be completed anymore. I've made it so you can't accept those quests now. Okay. I was expecting Angel Kitty. Different music in Mikado now.
Oh, God!
There were some former luxuriers who took issue with the new leader's orders, so I've requested the Blessed Samurai to execute them. 'Tis such joy to know that I've done my part for the new millennium of this kingdom. Let's destroy Tokyo.
Of course.
Well, there'll be no casualties nor luxuriers in this kingdom any longer. All of those still living in this land are chosen by God. So said our new leader to us.
Oh, God.
Master Hope has many errands all across the kingdom each day, but his absence has done nothing to quench my feelings for him. If I could put one question to God, 'twould be this. Why did you teach me the sensation of love? Today is like any other peaceful day in the eastern kingdom of Mikado. No sign of conflicts or strife. Our new leaders have informed us that no more black samurai shall emerge in this kingdom. We will at last be rid of the demons that tormented our kingdom for so long.
Hello.
On advice from our new leaders, we are conducting a loyalty test in many regions across the kingdom. We show an image of the black samurai and see if a subject is willing to trample it underfoot. This splendid idea will allow us to root out what demon forces remain. Soon our kingdom shall be free from their curse. We're the good guys. I once had a son. He refused to work and spend all of his time attending Sabbaths. So I had him executed. He was no longer a contributing member of society. As expiation for my failures as a father, I'll raise this adopted son in his place.
Hey!
I've actually never met the new leader in the flesh, but you can tell from all the wise words that come to us from the monastery. She really is a messenger of God. She knows everything happening in this kingdom. The blessed samurai are still going willy-nilly over the land, so I'll be picking up the pace as our new leader has ordered. Since we're about to usher in the new millennium, we tradesmen of the kingdom must join forces and work harder.
Hello?
The Eastern Kingdom of Mikado is fine as ever. Work is going well. No changes from yesterday. I thank God and our King for granting us such a wonderful day. Huh? Books? Oh, I threw those away. My role's to work, not to read. You have to go soon, Malice? I'll be wrapping up pretty soon too, I think. I learned from the new leaders that demons are no simple fairy stories. Under the new leadership, the monastery has brought everything to light. Thank you for all you did on our behalf while we labored in darkness, blessed samurai.
Blessed samurai.
Our new leaders have said that the food we produce is rightly ours. That alone makes life in the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado easier on us. Praise be to God and our new leaders. May this ideal state of things last as long as it can.
Hey, listen up.
Baker is still just hanging out with his book. Flynn. No, that is too familiar. 'Tis more proper to call you the Warrior of Light now. Demon sightings have been greatly diminished of late. We will soon stop sending samurai across the kingdom. True peace will at last prevail in our Eastern Kingdom of Mikado. Perhaps I may even live to see the samurai disbanded. This kingdom was founded by God, but so then why have demons come here? The question tormented me, but now that the demons are driven out, I think I understand the answer. Perhaps God granted us a chance to prove ourselves by trial, believing that we would prevail in the end. With a stern love and trust, only our Father could have brought them to us.
Oh?
I had a dream, and in this dream I saw our new leaders unite as one. Why did you become one? I asked, and in response, it's what our Lord wished, they said.
Hello?
I have never met the new leaders in person, but the fact that all the demons have disappeared from the kingdom is proof enough of their presence.
Hello?
Thanks to our new leaders, demons are on the verge of being driven from this land. We samurai had to deceive the people about the existence of demons while we secretly worked to exterminate them. But now I am free from the guilt that has tormented me so long. I owe our new leaders a sincere debt of gratitude. Lately my blade has been employed not against demons, but to smite the unbelievers. But come the dawn of the new millennium, I shall be free of this burden. That is what drives me to serve as executioner with pride and honor. The Lord is with me, always. We've destroyed the Aquila statue and scraped off the writings from the obelisk. The true reason our people were becoming demons was the surfeit of choice caused by the knowledge and wisdom they found. Our duty is to protect the peace of this kingdom. I'm sure that King Aquila will forgive us. I don't think he will, but okay.
Ah, it's you.
Oh, Hugo, hi.
I am taking a break right now. I've heard the welcome news that you are now elevated to the duty of being a warrior of light. Here, we are steadily going about our business of processing the knowledge from Tokyo. We're only retrieving mystic relics which have been specified by our new authorities. Now, our research into them has nothing at all to do with our self-interest. Our knowledge is not yet sufficient to realize the world that our Lord wishes to see. Together with my flock, I will strive to meet his expectations as quickly as we can. There are some who deride my rather swift change of heart, but pay no heed to them. Now, my duties call, so if you will please excuse me.
Let's see, the Obelisk Plaza. Wow, Hugo, you move fast.
Well done.
Ah, the Warrior of Light. In the end, I could not meet God's expectations. That day I was appointed as the abbot of the monastery. I was entrusted with running this kingdom by the angel Gabriel in the form of Gabi, and yet I wished that this kingdom would be prosperous and directed my passions into retrieving mystic relics. But I mistook the magic of those mystic relics for my own power. My passion became twisted into arrogance. It is too late now. But I have come to understand the true meaning of King Aquilus' teachings. Let's see. In ancient times, this land was shared by angels and those blessed by God. We've read this before. During the struggle, the remaining demons regained their power. The wounded angels were unable to. The rest of the epigraph has been scraped off from the obelisk's surface and is illegible. In the first year of the Gregorian calendar, the rest of the epigraph has been scraped off from the obelisk's surface and is illegible. Okay. Aquila Statue Plaza? Yep, that statue is gone. Kay hailed Flynn while crushing some ice.
Boy there! But please excuse me. You're a blessed warrior of light now. I'm glad to see someone younger than me move up in the world, but I feel distance from you now.
Hey, guess what? There's a type of quest you can do in VR.
Yay.
I'll register a few of them to the challenge quest list. Try them out whenever you feel like it.
Welcome.
Okay.
Hello there.
Flynn, our new leaders speak very highly of you. Not only did you give the new terminal its name, you've become a blessed warrior of light. You've utterly overshadowed me. As a fellow samurai, it's quite vexing. Yet I'm not entirely unhappy.
Hello.
The Eastern Kingdom of Mikado will return to the olden days, wherein the people and angels joined hands to praise God. Seeing God's chariot with you is all the proof that I require. Is Merkaba with us? That giant, like 8-headed, 12-armed, 6-winged, floating, just chilling out behind me.
How's it going?
We all had the same dream on the same night again. A dream of a new millennium brought about by the Warrior of Light. But the man who appeared in that dream as a candidate to martyr himself to become God's chariot. Perhaps I saw wrongly, but he seemed to resemble Jonathan. Our kingdom has God's chariot and the Warrior of Light. How could we possibly fall before the vile demons? Some of us here have begun celebrating a trifle early. You should hurry to play out your role. It won't be a celebration without you after all. Make sure to prepare some tasteful remarks, yes?
Is there anything else?
Alright.
I'll register that.
New side quests.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else?
Although now that we're locked into an ending, I don't know how many side quests I'll do. But it depends on what they are. Okay. I don't know what the Overlord's castle is, so I don't think we can do this one yet. Well, we could probably do this one. A demon is following the example of the Black Samurai and has begun spreading knowledge to the people. It must be slain. Please meet me on the road to Shin Duke. This is an urgent personal request from Sister Gabby herself. Alright. Hi, I'm a warrior of light. You can tell from my creepy clown face. It's what all warriors of light have. Alright.
Ah, my thanks for coming. It would seem that you have accepted the quest in question.
Sure have.
I shall call for Sister Gabby. Please wait a moment.
She kind of fused into me.
So, you have accepted our task, Honorable Warrior of Light.
Hey, Gabby.
I have taken the form of Gabby to make this request, so I shall keep it while speaking to you. I hear that the demon I wish slain, Azazel, is in Kichigeorgi Forest. I have no doubt that a warrior of light such as yourself will have no problems. I await your return.
Gabby leaves quietly. Okay. See, this is a good spot for me not to have to refight demons in, I guess. There used to be a guy here. I wonder if he's still here.
Hello.
How can I help you, buddy? Okay, he doesn't say anything different. I'm going to assume Azazel.
Master.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have assumed he was going to be way back here. Oh hey, there are no demons here anymore. I guess because Mikado has managed to wipe them out. Purge the filth and all that. That's nice. See, this was the right option after all. There's something standing near the cliff.
A child of man, or perhaps a mere puppet taking one shape.
Rude.
My name is Azazel. Here, I bestow knowledge upon children of men. There is no need to say anything.
I've met this guy in a nightclub for sure.
You have ceased to think for yourself, and only act as the angels wish you to. You have come to slay me. You would interfere with my plans, even though you are a child of man. Such a pitiful existence.
Again, I sympathize with you, buddy.
Give those who seek freedom the chance to do so. The children of man who attain this knowledge are set free, will set forth to become even greater than angels. I shall not give in, not to a mere puppet of God like yourself.
Just like with the Black Samurai, I get where you're coming from, but I'm on this path now, so sorry, Azazel. That's a big fire spell. Alright, let's give this a shot. That's a big hit. Oh, yeah, Vito ignores magic reflection. So that's a good move from Azazel. Okay, we got him down.
To think that I would be defeated by a tool of God.
You're the tool.
Such humiliation.
I'm not a tool. You're a tool. You're a tool of books. That's the worst kind of tool.
Splendid work on slaying the demon, O honorable warrior of light. So Azazel was bestowing knowledge to people, just as Lilith had done before. It is true that knowledge will set people free, but this freedom also causes suffering. Freedom does not necessarily lead to salvation.
That's fair.
The Lord's guidance is crucial for the people to have happiness. That is the path the Lord has ordained. You must protect the Lord's will as well.
I
We are
mean,
all counting on you.
that's where things go awry for me. You know, they always start off saying things that kind of make sense to me, and then they go, well, this is why we have to do this very specific, extreme thing. Like, well, no. You know, if we have stability, everyone will be protected in a perfect world. And I'm like, okay, sure. And that's why the filth must die. I'm like, okay. You know, oh, and what counts as filth? Oh, you know, people who like books. Like, okay. I burned down that library. I wonder if the Walter path will feel similar to me in that respect. If people on that route will start off saying things like, it's good for people to do what they want to do and strive to meet their goals. And I'll go, yeah. And then they'll follow it up with, anyway, that's why we should slaughter the weak and eat their brains. And then I'll go, probably not. Alright. They want us to go back to
This is the new terminal. What do you want to do, Master?
Camp Ichigaya. And I don't remember where that is. Shinjuku. Yes? Ginza. No. Ginza takes us to the Ring of Gaia. Shinjuku?
Activating transport mode. We're here. What should we do, Master?
Alright. You're in Shinjuku, just hanging out.
What's your pleasure?
I'll register that.
Alright, new Tokyo quests.
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out. What?
Oh?
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out.
Alright. See, the cynical man is the person who gives you your alignment. Very polite.
If you've got business, here's hoping we both see each other alive again.
Alright. What are our new side quests? Multi-demon fusion. On the top floor of the old department store in front of Ikebukuro Station, there are people who can do demon fusions incredibly fast. At first I thought they were working with hunters, but something seems a bit odd. I want you to go investigate them. Okay. We can do that. I think that'll be the last thing we do tonight. And then the next stream will probably be me finishing up this story, this plot line.
Activating transport mode.
Although I don't remember how much is left actually.
We're here. What should we do, Master?
Because this route could be considerably different from the route I've done. Alright. What's this? Old department store in front of Ikebukuro Station. Ikebukuro Station. So do you want me to go this way? This is Ikebukuro Station. There are doors here. Okay. No?
Burrows.
Oh, I have to take the quest, don't I? Always my mistake. Always forget to take the quest. Now that I don't get one game over every stream, the new pattern is I forget to take a quest every stream and then wonder why I can't complete it. You've arrived at the top. Several hunters are here, performing demon fusions over and over. All the hunters have blank faces, and their fingers fly over the phone's touchscreens. It's as if they are being manipulated by something else. Do you want to call out to them? Yeah. You hear a demon's voice. I won't let you interfere. The demon intends to fight you.
Careful.
What? Really? It's just you. Baphomet? Thought you, like, he fused you ages ago. Get out of here, buddy. Yeah, you don't like lightning. I should have remembered that, but I didn't. Alright, pass that on. Let's try ice. No! Woniao! We almost have this one. Wasn't too difficult. Curse you. Another demon appears. Oh, you're back.
Come on!
Well. I thought somebody was trying to get in my way. You again, huh? It's already too late. Things are just about finished. Baphomet, it's time to fuse. With this fusion, you can regain the godhood that you once held.
Very well.
Understood. You recognize the sounds of a demon fusion. There it is. The resurrection of the Roman Vile Palace. That's another ancient power stolen from us by God, and now regained. We are resurrecting the ancient God's powers to amass a force strong enough to defeat God himself. You humans can all shut up and be our sacrifices, just like the good old days. The demon intends to fight you.
Be careful.
Oh, this is a 2-on-1. And we're ambushed. Alright. Let's swap in something good. Let's go, Yim. Okay, you're weak to fire. That's good to know. What are your feelings on lightning? Okay, you reflected. That's good to know before I did it with Odin. Don't kill the Skelegoat. Skelegoats gotta go down. That's just the way it be sometimes. Alright, that's a decent start. Skelegoat is Skelegon. That's a big blow to us all around. Let's see. Mediarama. I know you reflect lightning, but I don't know what you do with other spells. Okay, wind is your weakness. Got it, buddy. The demons disappear. What the? What am I doing here? You explained the situation to the hunters.
I see.
So a demon did all this? My phone shows that someone's been using it for a whole lot of fusions lately. Guess you're right. My account was hacked. Looks like you saved our lives. Thanks, man. The hunters leave. Okay. Let me change back the party. Guo Niao back in for Yim. Then I'll make my way back to Shinjuku and we can... Actually, no.
This is the Ikebu.
I know, we're in Ikebukuro.
Activating transport mode. We're here. What should we do?
Let's go heal at the barracks.
Oh? Good morning, Master.
I guess only Burrows will be saying hi to me when we wake up from now on. Jonathan's gone. I think that's going to do it for today. Made a lot of progress. So we'll end it up back here at the lake where it all began again. Issachar and Kaga, Lilith / Yuriko / the Black Samurai, Tayama is gone, if you had any affection for him. Walter is who knows where. Isabeau is who knows where. And Jonathan is as Malice. So, concisely put it, Gonathan. Now there is only Merkabah, chariot of the Lord. And you know, we're on the Lord's side in this. We will destroy the filth in Tokyo and herald in the new millennium for the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado. And that's what we'll do next stream. Onward to the Yamato Perpetual Reactor. Create the Great Abaddon, the black hole that will envelop Tokyo. Remove the filth. Easy as that, right? Hopefully. Well, thank you everyone for coming out. Had a good time streaming, even if I ended up on the wrong story branch. Definitely not the one I was aiming for, but I was aiming to do them all anyway. So whatever. So thank you again. If you're watching and you haven't followed yet, do that. If you're watching and you have followed, you're still as important as those who haven't followed yet. I love everyone who comes out here. New or old. Okay, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of others. Be good, be kind. Bye-bye.
Thank you.